It's the day before Thanksgiving, and we are going into Uncle Giuseppe's Italian marketplace. It is filled with Italian specialties, cheeses, all kinds of dried meats, fresh mozzarella, tomatoes, and basil. Many varieties of Italian candies and sweet treats. The pastry case looks like it goes on for miles. And then our prosciutto bread. One of the reasons we came, we are picking up 2 loaves for tomorrow. Welcome, sweet friends, to the channel Frugal Money Saver. My name is Emmy. My husband is Paul. We're so happy you have joined us today. We're just sharing a couple days in our frugal life. We started out by going through Uncle Giuseppe's the day before Thanksgiving. Now we're going to jump into Thanksgiving Day. We're even going to take you to my brother's homes, and then we're going to do the day after Thanksgiving. Let's start this vlog with our breakfast on Thanksgiving morning. It is Thanksgiving morning, and we are having our annual pastry breakfast. The first one is a pinoli tart, which is pine nuts. The second one is sfogliatelle. This one is a lobster claw filled with cannoli cream. And we have a lobster claw that is filled with Bavarian cream. These are from Uncle Giuseppe's. Our son is having breakfast with us today. And before we put them on the table, you know we have to add a little bit extra powdered sugar on top. Just makes them so beautiful. Because we are frugal pretty much year-round, times like this we splurge and really enjoy. I wanted to make my sweet potato casserole right before we left for my brother's home. So what I did was yesterday I baked 5 pounds of sweet potatoes and then let them cool just a little bit and stuck them in the refrigerator. This is one of the most delicious sweet potato casseroles you will ever try, I promise. This is an old handwritten recipe I have, and I want you to see right here I wrote excellent on it. That's how good it was. First thing I'm going to do is take the skin off the potato. What's so wonderful about baking your sweet potatoes first is the skin literally peels off. And by baking the potato instead of boiling it, it gives it such a richness and flavor. Now I'm going to take the skin off of all of these. I just switched the potatoes to my mixing bowl because I realized we have to mix them. So we're going to add 2 eggs to this, a 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of milk, and 2 tablespoons of softened butter, a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And now I'm just going to mix this with my stand mixer. And now I'm going to transfer the mixture into this gorgeous Pyrex. Does this not scream Thanksgiving and fall? Look how pretty. I greased the casserole dish. Now Paul is transferring the sweet potato mixture into the dish. I'm going to set this aside a minute while I make the topping now, because that is the absolute best part. 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/3 cup of flour, 2 tablespoons of softened butter, and 1/2 cup of pecans that I just chopped up a little bit. And I'm just going to work this together with a fork to make crumbs. We're just going to put this over the top. Okay, this is going to go into the preheated 350 degree oven for about 45 minutes until it is cooked through. This just came out of the oven. It took about 45 minutes. Make sure the center is cooked through and hot. Does that look amazing? It smells so good. The recipe for the sweet potatoes is a win. I asked everybody how they enjoyed the sweet potatoes, and my niece was like, they were as light as a cloud. And they are, because sweet potatoes can be heavy, but this recipe is so wonderful. It really is. Give it a try. It is a perfect recipe for throughout the holiday season and through the holidays, definitely. Let's see what else we're bringing. Here's my secret cranberry walnut raisin relish. So good. Got 2 loaves of the dried sausage bread. If you have never had this, oh wow, what a treat. Our son is bringing a big box of Mercy chocolates, and he also got a chocolate turkey for everyone at the table, which I thought was a great idea. So we are packed up and ready to go. So now what we're going to do is just take you along to my brother's home. Just give you a peek into our Thanksgiving day. And after we visit my brother's home, we're going to make a day after Thanksgiving recipe, which I hope you will use sometime over this weekend. It takes all the best parts of the Thanksgiving meal and combines them into a one-pot dish. So delicious. We made it with chicken, actually, because it was filmed a couple days before Thanksgiving, but use that leftover turkey. It is so easy, and how much do we love those one-pot meals? As we walk into my brother and sister-in-law's home, you are greeted by this beautiful little Christmas tree, all decorated with a classic Dickens novel next to it. The table is set and it is just so beautiful. Each place setting was carefully prepared. Their home is so tastefully decorated. The first course of our meal is an antipasto, which has dried Italian meats and fresh cheeses and olives. It is a wonderful delicacy. It is served with several types of bread. We then move on to the traditional Thanksgiving feast. All the wonderful side dishes with the roasted turkey. And wait for it, because Brother Sam is coming on.
Listen, I got donuts coming. We're going to be doing a donut breakfast for you for the holidays soon.
Great.
So keep your eyes on this station. Thank you.
This is such a great way to use up Thanksgiving leftovers. Right here, we have 3 tablespoons of butter. I've got a half of an onion and a stalk of celery that I chopped up. 1.5 cups of chicken stock, chicken broth. You can even use turkey. That would be great as well. Leftover stuffing. This is about, I would say, about 2 cups of stuffing. Or as some people call it, dressing, and it's already prepared. Any leftover veggies. We have leftover string beans and broccoli. We're going to be using those. About 2 cups of, this is actually cubed chicken, but definitely use up that turkey. The meat must be cooked. 2 teaspoons of flour and a clove of garlic. I've got a little bit of rosemary, some pink Himalayan salt, and some black peppercorn. Wait till you see how easy this comes together. Perfect one-pot meal. First thing I did was preheated my oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. What you want for this meal is an oven-safe pan that can go into a 375 degree oven and not hurt it. As you can see, the handle is stainless steel as well. If you don't have a pan that can go into the oven, no big deal. Make this, and I'll show you when to add it to a 9x13 pan, and then you can just pop that into the oven. Over medium heat, my 3 tablespoons of butter, and I'm going to add my celery and my onion. We're going to cook this for about 5 minutes. And yeah, there are a lot of these type of recipes out there. The reason I like this one, and I will link the original down below, no canned cream soup. But you know that's just me. Now I'm going to add my stock. I also added the garlic to the onion mixture about 30 seconds before the stock. Just cook it for about 2 minutes or so. I am going to add a little bit of rosemary to this because we love that taste. A little black pepper and just a little bit of salt. This is a little thin for me, and I am going to add a 1/2 cup of milk to this that I added about a 1/4 teaspoon of cornstarch to. Just give this a little creaminess and thicken it just a little. Let that cook for a minute or 2. Now we're going to add the chicken. And always taste as you go. Take a little taste with a clean spoon and see how it tastes to you, if it needs anything else. Now at this point, if you do not have an oven-safe pan, transfer this to a greased casserole dish. That is oven-safe. Do it carefully. The mixture is very hot. But being that we're keeping everything in this pan, I'm going to layer our string beans and our broccoli right over this. And if you're doing it in the casserole pan, you're going to put your veggies right over. And if you don't have leftovers, use frozen, but just run them under warm water to defrost them a little bit. And now I'm just going to turn the heat off. We're just going to cover everything with our stuffing. And again, if you're doing this in a 9x13, you're just going to put the stuffing right on top. I love these meals in one. You got your vegetables, you got your meat, everything's right here. Now we're going to take our pan, put it in the preheated 375-degree oven for about 20 minutes till it's all heated through. This cooked for 20 minutes. It is bubbly, delicious. It smells so good. Please be careful. This handle was so hot. Oh my goodness. Make sure you have a proper heat-resistant glove to take the pan out. As I said before, I love these one-pot meals. This looks and smells so delicious. All your favorite Thanksgiving foods on one plate. Have a little side of cranberry sauce maybe. You're good to go. We hope you enjoyed this quick little peek into our Thanksgiving holiday. I'm filming these talking sections just a couple of hours before you all will be seeing them. It's actually Black Friday. Now, we don't do a lot of shopping on Black Friday, but I'll tell you what we are going to do. We're going to run to our local ShopRite because they have some amazing Black Friday deals on food. So check your local food stores and see if any of them are running some super specials for Black Friday. I know a lot of them are. Question of the day. Share with us down below, what do you make with your Thanksgiving leftovers? Do you eat them in sandwiches? Do you have a special recipe? Do you eat the pies for breakfast? Share with us down below what you love to do with Thanksgiving leftovers. It won't only encourage us, but our viewers as well. We thank you so much for spending this time with us. We hope you had a wonderful and blessed Thanksgiving holiday. We ask that you please take a minute, give this a big thumbs up. It helps us so much here on YouTube. Subscribe if you haven't. Come on in and be part of our frugal family. We ask you to be well. We ask you to be safe. And above all, we wish you blessings. Until our next video, may God greatly bless you.